Hey, everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria. How's it going? We're so happy you're here. Tonight is Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. It's the first Tuesday in October, so, my favorite month of the whole year. And we have two special guests. We have the amazing, multifaceted, uh, just spinning every plate you can imagine up in the air, Carolyn Montgomery, and she's going to talk about all the stuff that's been happening. And she went to a huge event last night, or ran a huge event, or is part of it. She's going to tell us all about it. And then our friend Karen Mack, our little cookie monster, as Leo calls her, Cookie Mackey calls her. She's going to pop in because it's October is National Cookie Month. And Karen does a great thing where she cooks different cookies every single day of October. So you want to stick around for that. Leo, honey, hit that promo.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I am Maria of What's the Story with Maria. But I wouldn't be able to do this show without my sidekick, Leo Rodriguez. So he is running the show from behind the scenes, and he can join us anytime he wants to, although I know he's got a million things going on there. So there he is, my handsome Leo. Hi, my love. We were talking about you. You know, I was in Boston for a few days. Well, a day and a half. And I was at Rena's, cousin Rena's, with Diana, of course. Danielle, we were talking about you too. And Rena just loves you. They all love you to death. They love you to death. Leo,
because I'm a familia. I'm comadre.
You are compadre. But you could be comadre too. Compadre,
you know,
you could be
I read the line. I read the line.
I know you do. And so we love our Mexican cousin, Leo Rodriguez. We were talking about you. But anyway, so you can always tell when I've gone home because I have a haircut. You notice I got a little trim. I'm actually I said to my sister, cut off as much as you can because I don't see her as much as I used to. So she's my hairdresser.
My dad we're 3,000 miles away, and look at I got a haircut this weekend too. See, we're.
Oh my God, we're on it. We're on
it together.
So I stayed over my Ziana's. We had such a nice time. I saw my cousin Cora and all that. So Danielle, we were talking about you, and Ziana just adores you, as do I. Happy first Tuesday of October. Yes, it's my favorite month. Thank you, Danielle, and love you all too. Great job, Carla. Thank you, honey. The bangs are a little short, but I asked her because they grow so fast, and then I cut them myself. So who is Danielle? We keep mentioning Danielle. Danielle Alexandria Alchemy is our friend. She is a spiritual medium, a psychic, past life regressionist. She does everything. She talks to the other side, a spirit animal reader. You want to get yourself an amazing reading that'll change your life. And you just look up DanielleAlexandriaAlchemy.com. She has many, many services. I personally think they're great gifts. I've given them as birthday gifts to my niece for like spirit. I think I got her spirit animal reading. I've gotten the quantum session for my Ziana, for my sister, for my girlfriend. These are beautiful gifts that change their lives, give them peace of mind. And, it's just such an original and beautiful gift you can give someone. And we love Danielle. Danielle's very good to us and our show. So Lynn... She's a great friend. Speaking of a great friend, and my sidekick musically for 33 years, Lynn Portis. Genius. Lynn Portis, genius. I was talking to her the other day too. Oh my God, we were on a tear about the world. But anyway, not a bad thing. Just like we were venting. Thank God we have each other, right, Lenny?
Did you have anything new?
Well, always. She always has something. but we're gonna go back into the studio very soon because we want to record our song, our "I Used to Be You" song, and also I have a song that I literally forgot I had written about maybe like 20 years ago, and I found it when I was cleaning it. And I gotta say, it's a really good song. So I want Lynn to do the arrangement. It's just me and it's just vocals and piano, but I need Linny's genius to go into the studio and add strings and all the beauty that Lynn is notorious for.
Back in
Nobody
the old
else.
day, that would be your 45, huh? You do another 45 and a B
Right,
side, wouldn't it?
right, exactly. So, and I
Back when we had
also,
records, boys and girls, records.
and I'm putting this out here too, Leo. I want to work on. I have Bill. I have to go through all my. I'm going through a lot of pictures and videos and stuff. I want to by next September 11th, before September 11th rolls around. I want to have a video, which of course
For
you will help me
Amputated
with.
Skyline?
Yeah, for Amputated Skyline because I lived down there, 10 blocks away from the World Trade Center. I took a lot of pictures that when that happened, and I want to put it in a video. And like as a tribute to the first responders. So, and we had Kayla King on from Tunnels to Towers. What a
And
nice,
I had a commercial out here from Tunnels to Towers about the Veterans Living. As a matter of fact, about a week later, and I forgot to tell
unbelievable.
you, but I was like, I'm like, oh, Kayla, hi, Kayla.
They do such beautiful work. It's one of my favorite charities. They do such. It started out as a first responder charity in response to Stephen Stiller he was a firefighter that had passed away and his family started this foundation. But now it's turned into where they build housing for the homeless vets. I mean, it's just incredible. If you want to look into Tunnel to Towers, which are one of our favorite charities.
God, I hope that they are able to survive with everything going on and all the cuts that are unnecessary cuts.
I know. I will tell you, I'm trying not to complain, but Road Recovery too. Road Recovery, the company that I work for, amazing. We go into underserved communities. It's all musicians in some kind of recovery. And we go in and we work with kids and we really do great work. It's me, Susie, Chris, so many of my great friends that were on, you saw. And so my boss, Gene Bowen, is doing like a, I don't know how many mile bike ride to raise money. So I put that on my I put that on my page, and he's doing that soon. So Road Recovery, it's Ride for Recovery, I think it's called, or something. It's really, really special. So that's going on. Now, another one of our friends that we want to talk about is our friend Mario Cantone, who's been on the show a bunch of times, and he's my high school buddy, believe it or not. We went to high school together. And he is doing, I was just texting with him a few days ago. He's doing, there he is, every Friday, I believe, in October. Just play the clip, Leo, and then we'll talk about it. So this is our buddy Mario.
Play the clip.
Yep.
You're back. It's October.
It's October. It's our 5th year of Creepy Cinema. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
What's 5 years? Wood? Something like that? I think it's wood.
Like
I'd like some wood, please.
You sure it's just 5?
I think it's 5. No, this is our 5th year. And look, wood.
Wood.
I don't know if it's wood, and look there's wine back there now too. Yeah.
Well, I'm having some people over.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Great. I'll be upstairs.
So I think every year for Creepy Cinema, you pick a Betty Joan double feature.
Always Betty Joan.
So that's what we're starting with tonight. Mario's going to be here for all 5 Friday nights in October with a double feature. We're starting with Betty and Joan, but these are different movies.
They're very different. Well, I've been doing this for 5 years. It's a struggle sometimes to find some Betty and Joan because we're running out. Eventually, it's going to have to change, and I don't like change, Mankiewicz.
You're back.
He is hysterical. Is he hysterical? Just his voice alone, I start laughing.
Every time he's been on, I'm sure that as I'm still editing and going through, I laugh another hour. My sides.
Oh, I know.
Gonna work out when Mario's on.
I know. And listen, I mean this. He's been funny since the day I met him. I think I was like a junior in high school, and he had just graduated. And from that day on, but we did a lot of theater together. So we had a lot of great theater in my home.
He starts laughing and I start laughing at him, but then he makes you laugh. And
I know. He's so crazy. Then I can't stop laughing. But Mario's a wonderful person and does great things. And so it's called Creepy Cinema, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fridays at 7 p.m. at TCM. And he picks the creepy movies. And then he and his little sidekick there, who is a TCM guy, Mankiewicz. Is it Ben Mankiewicz? I think it's Ben.
I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're a great team. And so if you're someone that likes to stay home on a Friday night and watch cool, just relaxing. So October is Creepy Cinema.
And TCM is best because if TCM is the one that doesn't do commercials, is that correct? They run them straight through, or do they do commercials?
I don't know. No, I do think they pause for a commercial here and there, but it's just such a great network, and they play all old movies, so it's just really cool. All of a sudden, it's warm today. How crazy! It was 80 degrees.
Oh, that's right. Well, because it's October, right? October is Scary Pumpkin Month, right?
Oh my God!
Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, so this is our calendar, our Nothing But the Apron calendar, which never fails to disappoint. And Greg Goodbrod, my pal from Brandy's Piano Bar, he lives in Woodstock. He has a little farm in Woodstock. He raises chickens. That is him on his farm, holding gourds and showing off his harvest. And yes, thank you, Greg. I have to text him tomorrow and say, I don't know if you know, but it's your month in the calendar. Okay, so let's see what everybody is saying. Love. So Andrew Prasky has joined us. Andy, we love you. Hello, Maria and Leo. Sean says hello. Hi, Sean. Handsome Sean Chintoon. Lori Towers, we are here. We are there every Friday night. Lori, I know you guys like stuff like that, and I know you like you're big Twilight Zone fans, which I am as well. Twilight Zone, I think, is the most brilliant thing that ever was and ever will be. But it's that same kind of thing. Lynn Porter says, love him. John Pitero since Steam Pipe Alley. That's when he moved to the city, and I was still in Massachusetts then. I remember. Kenny Holcomb says, Greg is my former roommate. Great guy. I didn't know that, Kenny. That's so cool. But Greg is a wonderful person. We work together at Brandy's, and I have so many things I could say about Greg. I can't always say things live, but he is just one of the kindest, most hardworking, amazing friend you can imagine. And I owe him a big thank you from something he did for me a few years back, and I will always be indebted to him. So, Greg, if you're listening, we love you, honey. Thank you. So now let me tell you something. I got my collection of hotties for coming up. We got our lineup, and I got to get them to send in their pictures. Did you see I sent you Dan Pardo's? Don't show it. But
I'm in post-parto reaction right now.
Oh my God. So Dan Pardo, musical director, a friend of ours, is Mr. February. He's Cupid, so to speak. And I know, Leo, I knew you were going to love that. So Dan Pardo is our Mr. February. We got what a lineup we have. I can't even tell you what a lineup we have. And I'm only missing one. I'm trying to get a hold of someone, and I'm hoping she gets back to me. She had expressed interest. One of my customers from Brandy, she expressed interest in being in the calendar.
Ooh.
And she's a hottie too. So I hope that she sees it and she can do it. But anyway, okay. Let's see what time it is. Did we cover everything? So
I believe so.
Yes. All right. We can always go back to it. But we've checked on everybody. Let me see. Rena. I'm surprised Rena has.
She's in.
Oh, she is?
She's in. Oh,
You know,
she says,
Oh my
hello and
God.
happy Tuesday, beautiful people.
Oh my God.
Hi, weather girl.
So you know what it
Weather
is?
girl.
Sometimes that's why I have to look on my phone and my computer, because my phone, when I check everybody that's checked in, I think my phone, if you watch What's the Story with Maria via YouTube, it comes on my phone. If you watch it on Facebook, it comes on my computer. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So I
Mhm.
mean, so Rena
Rena checked
Crignoli's
in
birthday.
at here's how's this for family management. The family manager checked in at 6:09 p.m.
Beautiful. Let me tell you, Rena Crignoli, she's the best. She's the best. I went there the other day. I went to Tiana's, and my cousin Cora was there, who I adore, and Rena. We had such a great time. And then I stayed over at my Tiana's, and then I went back to Rena's the next day. Amazing. Just amazing time. And her husband, who was our Mr. February, Ron Berge.
Mm-hmm.
Was our
The
Mr.
OG,
February.
right?
The OG, that's right. My God, what a garden he has. A garden and just beautiful landscape. He could be a landscaper. He's retired, mailman now. He is now officially retired. So he has the time that he can devote to the backyard, and it's gorgeous. So Rena, also, it is Italian Heritage Month, so we might have to have you pop on one of the weeks and talk about Italian Heritage Month.
No, but
Yeah.
with a little snack.
Yes, always a little snack.
With a little snack, please.
Rena and I love our snacks. Just a little snack. Just a little
snack. Some bread, some cheese, some meat.
You will
maybe
never
some
go
fish,
hungry.
couple
at
of
Mommy House.
olives.
Yeah,
There's going to be a little bit of
spread.
pasta, 3 or 4
You'll never go hungry
sausage.
at my house or
No,
Rena's house. Ever,
just
ever.
a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little spread. Okay. So those are the things that are happening. We got Creepy Cinema, Italian Heritage Month. Greg Goodbro is our Mr. October hottie for days. And we are getting excited about the calendar. Our calendar for 2026. We should have them. I mean, first I got to get everybody in. Then Leo does all that behind the scenes work. Then we order them. And if you would like a calendar, please let me know. We'll probably have them sometime in November, towards the end of November, beginning of December. That's usually what happens. So let us know. They usually are about $15, and they're worth every penny because every page is a hottie. Every single page is a hottie. That is, most of the time they've been on our show too. So
all I have to say is that you guys are lucky I share after I get all the photos. That's all I have to say.
I know, Leo, and you tirelessly have to comb through every one of those semi-nudes. I know it's not easy. Thank you for doing that. I know. Okay. Now, our guest tonight, our first guest is someone that we both love very, very much. And she is so talented, but she's also very giving of her time, of her knowledge. She is an amazing singer. She's also an educator. She is someone that can run. She can run things. She can create something from nothing. She also represents the American Songbook Association. She does so much work for them. And last night was a big night. She's going to tell us all about that. She's an incredible mom. She's an activist. She's a million things.
She's a chef.
She's a chef. Oh my God. She's an amazing chef. Amazing chef. So I think the best thing to do is just zoom her in.
Ready?
She's been on a show a few times. Carolyn Montgomery. We
Hi.
love her.
I can't possibly live up to that intro. Thank you, darling.
Please. It's true, honey. You're just one of those people.
Hey, it's ridiculous. So yeah, the balls are being juggled in the air.
I love it. I love it. Now, last night you had a really big event.
We did. We had our 5th annual gala for the American Songbook Association and Cabaret Scenes Magazine, which is our official magazine. Now we've only been around since 2017, but the magazine's been around for 32 years.
I love that magazine.
Yeah, it's great. It's terrific.
Yeah.
And it is our official magazine. So we have a gala every year to fund our education programs. And last year was at Merkin Hall. It featured Lifetime Achievement Awards for Lynn Ahrens and Stephen Flaherty, and our Dream Maker Award for Jamie DeRoy. And it was an all-star Broadway Tony Award-winning cast: Lillias White, Kate Baldwin, Keisha Lewis, Alton Fitzgerald White. It was brilliant. And Susan Stroman gave the awards.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was quite a lovely evening, and it was a beautiful show, and we
That's a
raised a lot
big
of money
deal.
for the American Songbook Association. Yeah, it was
Well,
terrific.
my 3 favorite Broadway musicals of all time are Once on This Island, West Side Story, and Ragtime. And
Oh
so,
wow, you're a big
yeah,
Aarons and Flaherty
I'm a
fan.
huge Aarons and Flattery fan. And the thing is, I just love the beauty in their writing.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first came to New York, the first musical I saw, it was 1990, was Once on This Island. And I just fell in love. And then Ragtime just makes me cry my eyes out.
Me
So,
too. And and the two of them are as sensitive and lovely as you think they might be.
Really?
And yeah, they're just an amazing duo, and they are generous with their time, and they support their singers, and they support people's careers, and they were incredibly generous to us. And it was, we've done some illustrious galas. We have celebrated Betty Buckley, the last one, and then before that, Stephen Schwartz, and before that, Sheldon Harnick. We have sold out beautiful evenings, but there was a warmth to this one that was unparalleled. There we go.
Wow.
There they are.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Pretty wonderful.
Thanks, Leo, for bringing that up.
Yeah.
And where was it?
It was at Merkin Hall in the Kaufman Music Center on 67th Street, right off Broadway.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Beautiful theater. We always do well there. And
Yeah.
it was just a fabulous night.
I saw a picture of your handsome son and Lilius White.
Yes, I
And I'm like,
know.
look at Eli just hanging
Yeah.
with Lilius White.
He's got amazing taste, my boy.
He
And
does.
he really, he can pick them. And he just knew Lilius was good people from the moment she walked in the room, and they just adored each other.
Yeah, and they
really
were
sweet.
beaming in that picture.
Yeah, they were having such a good time. It was a beautiful party, and he stays and talks to everybody, and people say to him, "I haven't seen you since you were 2."
I
And he
know.
says, "I'm not anymore." And
Yeah.
they say, "Yes, I can see that."
He's such a kind, respectful, grounded guy.
And he's a very serious feminist, which I really admire. And we need a few more straight white boys on this planet that are
Absolutely.
serious feminists. And he loves, he's really, really good about women's issues.
Well, let me tell you something. I always said to my nieces, now they're older and one of them is married, but and even young women that I knew from work, whatever, I'd say, here's my quick, how can you tell if a guy is right for you? On your first date, see how he treats the waitress or the bartender, and see how he talks about his mother.
Yeah.
And that's how you'll know who that guy is.
Yeah.
That's a quick get right to it. And your son was raised by an amazing mom.
2.
And 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. 2. And
Yeah.
so his respect for women comes from loving those people.
Absolutely.
And I love that.
And I think so now I just opened this bottle, but I was married, as you know, to Lee Ferrant, wonderful chef for 26 years, my late wife. She's gone now. And now I've been dating a wonderful man named Bill, who everybody calls the Frog Prince from Paris. But last night when the show was over, I am the voice of God off stage. I do the offstage announcing. So I announce.
You do?
Yeah. And then I
love that.
And at one point I say, and now, ladies and gentlemen, some remarks by Carolyn Montgomery, the executive director of the American Song. And then I walk out and say, hi. If my voice sounds incredibly familiar, it's because I just introduced myself, which will never be being weird, and the audience loves it.
Well, for people that don't know, because a lot of people that watch the show, they're not necessarily on stage people, they're creative in different ways.
Yeah.
When you say the voice of God, tell everybody what that means.
It just means an offstage announcer. I really believe in keeping these shows, especially because we do event shows where there's one solo followed by one solo followed by one solo. They can go on all night. And in order to keep that from happening, I ask the people that are guesting in the show not to speak. and they come out and say, say it in your song, get it all said in your song.
Right,
And
right.
I do quick, concise offstage announcements. And now a 5-time Tony Award winner, all nominated for a Grammy for her work on blah, 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 blah. Please welcome to the stage, Keisha Lewis. You know, that kind of a thing. And it just makes it move fast. And that's the way it should go. Yeah.
I love that. That's great.
But Eli came running up the steps. He came backstage right when it was over, and I was getting ready to fly over to the reception to get it ready. And Eli looked at me and he went, and I said, "Are you okay? Are you having?" And he said, "No, that's for you. Will you please breathe?" And I was like,
what a great guy.
"Isn't that funny?" Sitting there.
Yeah.
And he and my boyfriend constantly were going, and I go, "Are you okay?" And they'd be like, "Yes, you need to breathe." And I, okay. Yeah.
Isn't that great? I love that.
They were terrific, both of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long was the show? A few hours long?
We kept it at a tight 90 minutes. And that's what I try to do, because I don't want him to go on. Yeah. I don't want him to go on forever. We had 14 singers and several speakers, and I just moved it right along.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you raised some money.
We raised some serious money, and that's going to all go to these education programs that we do in public schools.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we pay we pay the teachers. We will not ask a musician to show up for no money. We just won't do it. And I think there's one that's at the Henry Viscardi School, and we had all students kindergarten through 8th grade who, and then we did their high school too. Most of them are not ambulatory, and many of them are nonverbal, and we still got to have a concert of musical theater.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Look at those faces. They were so happy. They played instruments. They used the audio board that communicates, and there wasn't a dry eye in the house. They sang they did several music theater numbers, and it was really wonderful. All kids deserve to have music. All of them.
Absolutely. And every child, every human benefits from music.
That's right. But for kids, it really grows your neural pathways. It changes who you are. It makes you a better test taker, a better speaker, a better critical thinker. And private schools know this, because 33% of their curriculum is arts based, and public schools ignore this. And you grow, and we always say, we don't care how they sing, we care that they sing. This is about giving access to all students, and public school education in this country needs the arts. It also makes gentler people. Absolutely. It makes nicer people. It makes more broad thinking people with a bigger world view. There's nothing that the arts are being cut from programs all over the place, and our job is to keep the kids exposed to it.
Yes, absolutely. And I work in education as well.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, I started teaching in 1992 in Brooklyn, and I have seen the cuts that happen.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. And if private associations, foundations, companies don't go into these schools, they're not going to get it.
That's right.
They're just not going to get it. And
by the way, it doesn't take very long. It doesn't take very long to create an audience. I always say this: if 150 kids come to one of our programs, that means, this is science, 90 of them retain something. If 90 of them retain something, 60 of them actually go home that night. And let's say we talked about Ahrens and Flaherty. They go down the Ahrens and Flaherty rabbit hole because they can do it. We've got the internet, and it gives them access. And all of a sudden, we have broken through the white noise of pop and rap, which is wonderful, viable music. But it's not the only music.
Right.
And Broadway audiences are dwindling. They're getting smaller. And the truth is, we want to build an audience, create one, make music appreciators.
Absolutely.
Doesn't take long. Doesn't take long.
Absolutely. I love that. And well, Leah, that's what you do. Go ahead.
That's right.
It takes about 5 years in my experience, because this is my 5th year with the little kids doing our Gonna Sing, Gonna Dance.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I actually have an accompanist this year, and we're doing all Broadway.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm so thrilled for you. I love hearing about it. I love it when you send me clips. It's so great. And Leo, just keep doing what you're doing. He's on one coast, I'm on the other. Well, not really the coast, but you're on the west.
You're
on the west, yeah. and
One
everybody
we're
needs
just one earthquake from sinking in. It's fine.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
listen, so are we these days. I mean,
Yeah,
Jesus.
exactly.
Anyway,
And
yeah, we're
actually,
still-
I have to tell Carolyn, my senior cabaret, which started our 12-week workshop, we're in our 5th week coming up. But a couple of Rosemary Clooney songs have popped up in this playlist.
Well, imagine that.
I am
Oh.
making. Everyone is required to do at least one of the American Songbook Association, and then they can choose from other songs, Broadway musical, film, whatever else. But I'm making them do one song from the American Songbook Association.
Brilliant. That's so great.
So, Carolyn,
so
can you
great.
talk about the Rosemary show, please? As
Sure. I did a show with Ted Firth and a quintet called Girl Singer, Girl in Small. There she is. That was my opening at Birdland. And we really did so well. And I'm just knock wood and feel so lucky because the reviews came out and it was hugely reviewed. And then it proceeded to sell out 54 Below 4 times, in addition to selling out Birdland. And it sold out Crazy Cox in London and the Post Office Cafe in Provincetown. And I
love
did some,
that place.
I did some others. So I had a lovely run. And then a couple of producers, and this is all coming out very soon, have taken me on to record it. So I'm going into the studio with Ted Firth very soon. I sing in the Cabaret Convention in October, and he's going to be in Australia with Bernadette Peters. And then when he gets back, we're going to start talking about getting into the studio. And I have Warren Vacher, who played the trumpet for Rosemary Clooney, who will be playing for me.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
It's so cool. It's beyond cool. Jonathan Cantor, clarinet and sax. Sherry Miracle on drums.
She's a great friend of mine.
She's so fabulous. She is
Sherry
so fabulous.
has played on my album. She's played on a few of my originals.
Sherry is the bomb.
Sherry and I wrote a song for the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah.
We donated the entire thing to it, and they still use it. It's called "I Will Always Be There." If you just go to any music platform, Apple, just type in Ronald McDonald House, and it'll come up. And that's me and Sherry. We created.
I'm writing it down. Okay.
Yep. Ronald McDonald. I will always be
Sherry
there.
couldn't play, Mark McLean played for me, and when Matt Sharfglass couldn't play for me, Tommy Hubbard played for me. So they may all be on the album. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
if anybody gets to see the
it.
show, you have to. Your medleys are sick. As a kid, they're fire. Oh my God! You ate them up.
We're gonna
for my singing.
We're gonna
When's
release
your next one, honey? When's your next?
Well, that's the thing. We're gonna do the recording first, and I've got another show in my head. So Ted and I are gonna come out with a new show too. But we'll keep touring the Rosemary Clooney. And once the recording comes out after the first of the year, I'll start booking it everywhere.
Wow, that is
I'm hoping for
phenomenal.
the Purple Room, Palm Springs, Purple Room.
You know what? I should do the Purple Room, and that's a wonderful venue. So I'll go for that. I will.
I love that.
Yeah,
that's really, really great.
Thank
so,
you.
Okay, so much going on. So you got a recording coming up. You have shows that you're doing the show. You're still doing it. You may be writing a new one. We're always looking forward to that. Yeah. Last night was a huge gala.
It was so lovely. Yeah.
And when's your next cooking class?
Friday.
See what I mean?
That's what I do on the, that's my side hustle. And I work on weekends teaching culinary and cocktail classes. But my cocktail classes are a little different in that I teach a lot of sort of the science of it. I have corresponding mocktails with every cocktail. I just don't, it's not so much about the drinking itself as the art and the recipes and the nuance of putting together a balanced thing to drink.
Well, that's, drinking in itself is alcohol is down, but mocktails in themselves are up. I mean,
exactly.
That's the trend
way
now,
up.
Exactly.
Way up.
And the truth is I'm too busy to drink. And when I do, it's fine, but there's just very little. And my cocktail class people are always like, come have one with us. And I'm like, I got an early morning tomorrow, and I've got even one at my age starts to not feel right. I just the next morning I feel off kilter and not calibrated. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
but and where do you
I mean-
teach those classes, Carolyn?
I teach in different hotels in the city. The company that I work for, which is called CoQ Social, has rental spots all over the country, and tons in New York. And I teach how to make fresh mozzarella and burrata.
Oh, I love that. I remember during COVID,
That's right.
right?
That's
You were
right.
teaching a ton of those classes.
Yeah, I'm not teaching a ton of them now because I just don't have the time.
I know.
Yeah. So
know.
but it's really fun. And cooking is having people over for dinner. It's a great love of mine. I really love to cook.
Yeah, me
And,
too. I get it.
Yeah.
I
And
love it.
lately I've been making super, super healthy food that tastes delicious. I've been really into it, a lot of soups and stews and vegan cooking.
Really?
Yeah, just
Good
for
you.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm not vegan, and but I just object to the way that meat is processed in this country.
Yeah.
So all the meat that I eat is very humanely. It's pasture raised. It's grass fed. And so it's expensive. And so I feel, and Eli he really leans towards, he'll love a good lentil soup with crusty bread. And,
yeah, me too.
yeah,
agree.
exactly. We don't have to eat meat. He's launched. My boy is living, he's moved.
Really?
Yeah. He's living in Washington Heights, happy as a clam, going
That's
to
my
school.
hood. Maybe I'll run
Yeah.
into it.
You probably will. I'll tell you exactly where he is when we're off
Okay.
camera, but he's got a beautiful
Tell him
apartment.
I know a place you can get good sauce up there.
And he will go for it. He's so
And-
terrific, but he's working. He's doing 5 classes now. He's fully enrolled in school, in different
Wow.
schools. He said, any CUNY school's great, Mom. And he's right. They're all so good. He's trying them all out. And
Good for him.
yep. And he's working at the West Bank Cafe 2 shifts a week
What?
as a waiter.
What
Yep.
a cool kid.
He is a cool kid.
He really is.
Yeah, he's really making his way.
Always,
So.
though. He's always been like that great kid.
I feel like that too. And I think people take too much credit and too much blame for their kids, quite frankly. I really
It's a
do.
great
And
way to
I have
put it.
I have so many friends who have wonderful, but sorry, that's George.
Hi, George.
George is 16 but thinks he's 4.
Oh, yeah.
And he's leaping on things and jumping and climbing, and he's so healthy.
I love it.
Aren't you? Yeah, you little pain in the butt. I love this dog. Love this dog. We've had him since
Love
Eli
for
was
the dog.
5.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
I know. But
I
love
you just said, I love. You said they take too much credit and too much blame for their kids.
yeah,
That's
and
really
I have
profound.
lots of friends who are just amazingly loving, wonderful parents that have complicated and or in some way, it could be neurodivergent, could be. And I think that they get into a public place when they've got little ones and they've got a child that's hard to handle, and people are very, very unforgiving.
Mhm.
And so I always make sure if somebody has a kid that's having a complete meltdown in a store, I try to make eye contact with the mother and say, is there anything I can do for you right now?
Oh,
Do you need
nice.
anything? And I've had mothers say, could you hold the baby? Well, if you've got a 3-year-old that's melting down, it's all consuming. They are
Yes.
angry. And if you've got one that's neurodivergent or in any way dealing with some challenges,
Woo.
yeah,
Yep.
we all need to be more loving people.
Absolutely. I agree. I know I worked with autistic kids as well
Yeah.
right after COVID, and I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about parenting. I learned a lot about patience.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from them about myself
Yeah.
and people in my life, and I saw other people in them. I just it's just really now we have all this information now, which is great.
Yes.
And also as a teacher, I work with a lot of neurodivergent kids.
Yeah.
I mean, they're almost adults. They're anywhere from 14 to 20.
Yeah.
And
And
I
trying to
agree.
live in a world that can be confusing and hard on them. I will tell you, though, that I'm the first person that if I'm in a restaurant and somebody has their toddler running around doing laps around the dining
Yeah.
room, and I will look at the parents and say, excuse me, if a waiter gets tripped by your child and burns them because they're
Yeah.
carrying something
Yeah.
hot, you are going to sue, aren't you?
Yeah.
And parents just, I mean, there are
It's
so many
true.
parents that don't parent their kids,
Yes, I know.
so,
know.
And
so
I've
there's
had to
that too.
manage those restaurants, and I've had to
Ye-
manage with those parents, and that's
It's awful. And my
and
little
yeah.
baby, he's not doing
Not my
anything.
child,
Yeah.
honey. Your child, and then some.
I
Yeah,
know.
no,
and yeah.
exactly.
Okay, so Andy has a question for Carolyn.
Hi,
I have
Andy.
a fun
Good
question
one.
for Carolyn. In your opinion, what is the greatest American songbook song?
Oh, wow. Okay. So I think, first of all, that the Great American Songbook is still being written. So I think it could be anything from, and I think what makes a song a classic American song is not just age, although in a vehicle and a human, anything over 50 is considered a classic.
Mhm.
Boy, it would be very hard for me to pick just one. And what is the greatest? Well, okay. So in the Rosemary Clooney show, I'm going to pick one from my Rosemary Clooney show
Okay.
because
Mhm.
I narrowing it down. This could be a conversation we have all night. I'm really surprised but one of the songs that I wasn't crazy about doing was oh my God, the evening breeze caress the trees,
Summer's-
restless.
oh,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do it so well, though.
Oh my God.
I didn't love it tenderly.
Oh,
I didn't love it
you're
when
right.
I started singing it, and now I can't stop.
Oh my God,
It's
it's so
it is
beautiful.
it is so beautiful.
You know what?
I think I told you that's my favorite one from your show, isn't it?
Well, and there's
Especially the
not
first
a
one.
dry eye in the house.
It comes in perfectly the time, and you just the way they've arranged your pieces. And sorry that I'm kissing your butt
Yeah.
so well
No,
right now,
it's okay.
but it's I told you that's my favorite one. It's almost haunting. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
beautiful.
it is haunting. Well, and you know what? I think lazy afternoon. It's a lazy afternoon.
Mhm.
Melodically speaking, for me is probably melodically my favorite.
Yeah.
But my favorite song of the American Songbook, lyrically, is "Wee Small Hours of the Morning."
Oh, that is, yeah.
Ooh.
I
Yep.
feel like it says so much with so little.
Yeah.
And just you feel what the song you feel what the singer is saying, and you're in that moment with them while they're experiencing it. I just
Hey
think it's
Maria,
beautiful. What?
can we bring Karen in on this conversation?
Oh my God, yes. Ladies and germs, Karen Mack, our friend,
Because she's
singer,
also
Pretty
songwriter,
girl.
and
Hi, kids.
baby.
Hi.
How are you? Hi, Carolyn.
Hi. I do sing
One of my
Black Coffee.
all of my
Whoever's
favorite
having
people
it.
are on this show. It's so fun.
Your
It's
cookie
so
bunch
much
just makes
fun.
me happy. It just makes me, you make me happy for a variety of reasons. And I do have to tell, well, no, actually, I'm not going to say
I
that on air.
can't hear Carolyn all of a sudden.
Oh, can
she's
you guys
there.
not hear me?
Yeah.
I
So
can hear
Maria,
you.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
so translate for me, Maria.
All right.
Oh.
But, I mean, I can hear her. I don't know. You can't hear her, but
Can
we can hear Karen, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
I can hear
them
Karen.
both.
Yeah,
All right.
and I can hear you and Leo, and we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Hi.
So Karen,
Hi.
Karen, we could ask her to come on for a million different reasons because she's always doing a
Oh.
show. She's like Carolyn. She's always doing something and working on a show and working on something.
Good to
But
be busy.
Yeah.
This, I agree. But this particular month, we always ask Karen to come on because, as Leo calls her, Karen Cookie Mack.
Cookie, oh
Karen-
Cookie Mac, I'm glad you're coming back.
Gorgeous.
Here I
cookie.
am, October, man.
Tell everybody what you do in October.
Okay, so October, completely. If you're not the least bit interested in music, people, the good thing about October is that that it is National Cookie Month, and it has been National Cookie Month for a very, very long time. And starting about, I think this is my 11th year. Every day in October, I get up at the crack of Jesus and bake a different cookie, and then I take wobbly pictures of it with my phone and I post them on the interwebs. I have a really good phone now, so this year's pictures are very leveled up. I think, thus far.
Oh,
That's
come
today.
on. That's my
That's
favorite
today.
so far.
Sugar Plum Stars.
Oh,
I was in the
Ah.
holiday spirit because we're working on our holiday show. And Maria's going to be a guest in our holiday show, me and Elliot Roth. We're so
I'm so
excited.
excited. I'm
Maria,
so
it's going to be
flattered.
so beautiful. We have
I'm-
great love for Christmas. So
Yes, yes.
so that was today's cookie.
I came to your show last year. I loved it.
You're
always love
you're
your
so
show.
good to us, Maria. And
Well-
it's all the things. It's not just Christmas, it's Christmas and winter and stuff you like
Beautiful.
and stuff that makes you crazy and cocktails and food and all
What
all the
cookie is
things.
that?
Yeah, this
Whamageddon,
one,
we've got it all.
this one
Yeah.
is what is this?
Oh, that was yesterday's cookie. So those are it's French toast maple creams. So the cookie is sort of a French toasty flavor, and then the cream filling has maple in it and
Oh,
little hit of salt, a lot of butter in the cookie.
Oh my God.
It's a
that's
cute one, and they're
ridiculous.
very small. They're very wee.
That's
You wouldn't know it
perfect.
from the picture.
Who benefits
That's
from these
brownie bark.
cookies?
That
Who
was the day
gets them?
before because we were heading into our friend Rick Jensen, who's passed on, but his
I
birthday.
know.
So these have a nice big dose of coffee in them.
Oh,
It's
I
just
know.
fun. You know what? It's like it's exactly what I see when Carolyn talks about bringing funds into important projects and going out and reaching out to kids and trying to find. They're all different ways to be creative,
Yes,
and all of them
absolutely.
feed all of the other things that you do.
That's right.
And so
That's
this
right.
is just a nice.
Rena said,
That's
my
a good
cousin
one
Rena
from.
says, I want to do this so badly, but I know I will eat them all. I know, Rena. Me too. And if you ever do decide to do it, I'm coming home for a month.
Yeah, but
This is-
you know what? Here's the fun thing. First of all, there's always people that want cookies. There's always
Yes.
people that you can give them away to. And here is my secret, because I do not have a huge house and I do not have a huge kitchen. So some days I do not bake a huge amount. Some days the ones you see in the picture are all that I've made, especially the show pony
Okay.
cookies, the ones that are really fancy. Like at 5 a.m, there's only so much I'm capable of before I go to my day job. But
That means she
these
can
are good
do
because they
math.
have the pinoli nuts in it for Italian month.
that's what it is.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, listen, I was going to ask you next. That was my next question. When do you, because I know you do have a full-time job.
I
And
do.
Plus, you're a musician and a
I
songwriter.
am.
So you
I
have
am.
like 2 jobs. When do
Like
you
all
do
of
your
us, right?
cooking? We all do.
Um,
Look, we're all jacks of all trades.
For me, often it is really super early in the morning. I'm not a great sleeper. And many creative people are, we're on just a different timetable. So I'm not a great sleeper. So this was something that I could do, in the early hours. And that also, because I don't, anyone who takes real pictures will know I do not have a good setup to take pictures of these cookies. So I have to sort of do them when I know that I'm going to get the light and that it's going to
Beautiful.
be a decent picture. But it
my
really is so much fun. And people share what I love, Maria, is that people, it's like what we're doing right now. I've been doing this long enough that people share their stories. People will see a picture and somebody that I don't know will send me a DM or they'll put it in the comments. Oh my God, that looks like something my grandma used to make. She made this thing with currants in it. And then I can go back and say, tell me about it. What was it? And there's always these beautiful memories that, food is really tied so closely to family
Yes.
and all kinds of things that we hold very dear to our hearts. I'm always very
Absolutely.
sensitive when I see charities and places in the world that are struggling because they don't have clean drinking water or they don't have enough food to eat. It's to me it not only is it a shanda because it's their survival, but what people are deprived of is this connection that we have with food and events and family and sharing.
Absolutely. And memories. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
And like smell, they say smell is one of the most intense
For sure.
memory evoker, right? So
Right.
like, you smell something, you walk by and you're like, oh my God, I think of my grandmother, or I
Well,
think of
think about
being
how
in-
awful it was during COVID when, one of the big things that a lot of people suffered with was that they lost their sense of smell or taste. Or if they
Yep.
did have it, things that they loved the flavor of suddenly didn't taste right anymore.
Right.
Like
I lost
I have
mine,
a friend
yeah.
who's a wine enthusiast, and that's not code. She actually knows about wine. It's not like
Right,
those of us
right.
that just bar hop. But it was so sad for her because she said everything that she put in her mouth was like licking an ashtray, and she like it was so, on top of it being such a scary time
Yeah.
and being sick, like here was this thing that you thought, is this ever going to go away? And
Right.
all of the memories, all of the sharing that you lose.
Yeah, absolutely. I created my chicken soup.
Oh yeah, I love
Because
that
of,
soup.
thank you. I did that specifically for the losing your taste during COVID thing. So a lot of my friends, of course,
Bold
had COVID.
flavors.
Yep. And my girlfriend's brother said, man, it's almost like you have to trick your brain to remind it what things taste like. And I was like, that's it. So I have to create something with ingredients that don't normally go together.
Right.
To
Oh,
trick the
interesting.
brain. Yeah. So like chicken soup, of course, everybody knows what that tastes like, right? It's like, it's got that like comforting kind of
Ginger,
gentle.
garlic, parsley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I did was I put spices from the Middle East, a lot of spices from the Middle East with the chicken. And then I also put spices from Asia, so that I created this, like, where your brain is like, what am I tasting? So, and I of course I did the chicken because all my friends had COVID and needed a chicken soup. So
I only lost my taste for 2 days. For those 2 days, I thought I was going to die,
I
but
know.
I was really, I couldn't believe it. It
Yeah.
just, I couldn't smell anything. That was
Yep.
weird. I
Yep.
actually showered, changed, sprayed some perfume and went
Where is it? Yep.
like this. And I had to call Eli and say, Eli, yeah. And he said, no, I can smell that. And I was like, oh man.
Yep. That's how you knew you had it.
Yeah.
So Karen, let me ask you, do you create your menu before the month starts and know what you're going to do every
Yeah,
day?
that is an excellent question. There's a little bit of both sides of that. I tend to plan out
Look at this.
ahead of time what I think I'd like to do, because there are things that I didn't get to the year before, or things that people suggested, and I want to make sure that I hit those things. That's just fun to think about. But then if something comes up in the middle, or I have a day where I didn't get up quite early enough, or if it's too humid to make meringue, or things like all of the sciencey things, there's always something. Usually about the third week of the month, you start to see like the Franken cookies come out, where it's like, what do I have today? What can I maybe make out of this?
But you know what?
But-
I love that to me is the most creative thing in a person, when you can, and Carolyn, when you can make something out of what you have. Like we grew up very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Humbly, right? So my
Us too. Absolutely.
But what I love about growing up like that is that your parents, or whoever does the cooking in your house, is extremely creative. So my mother would look in the refrigerator or the cabinet and say, okay, you know what? And then my dad usually had a garden, or even when we lived in the city, he would have pots of, she'd say, get me some parsley, get me some, okay, I have mushrooms. I know I have those. I have some, and she could create something from what she had.
Absolutely.
And I love that.
My late
Yeah.
wife could look in
Well,
anybody's
there's a lot of
refrigerator.
lessons in that. There's a lot of lessons about surviving and being resourceful and being grateful. My dad's mother, my Nana Peg, we were poor. I mean, there was not a lot left over, and yet every time I went there, she always made sure. This is so funny. I wonder if it's why cookies are the things that I resonate with. But even if she would get like those, you get 3 packs for $1 at like the dollar at the Woolworths or the Kresge's back where we live, the Zehrs,
We had
those stores.
Kresge's too.
Yeah, and she always made sure that there was some kind of like little sweet or something that was special when I would
Yeah.
come to visit.
And-
And it's, it's that
love
kind of,
that.
it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have
No,
to
it
be,
doesn't. And Carolyn, finish
Deluxe.
what you were saying about, you said your wife.
Oh, I was just saying that she would go over to anybody's house and people would say, God, I'm hungry, but we have no food in the house. And she would open the refrigerator, and I swear to God, they'd have like old rice and ketchup. And she'd be like, I got it. And she'd have a full meal out on the table just from looking out. And I'd be like, how did you do that? And she said, she called it pulling it out of your
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's like Chopped, that show Chopped. That's the
Yeah.
original Chopped.
Mhm.
People like that could
Yeah.
just look at something and say, okay, what am I going to do with this?
She would
There's
never
another
hire
word for
anybody.
it. There's another word for it. Oh, college. That's right.
Yeah.
College.
Right.
No, but she would never hire anybody that had been to cooking school because she said they couldn't pull anything out. She'd have somebody come in and she'd say, "Make me a cream sauce. Put something under it." And
I
these people
love
that could just
that.
pull it out and see what she had and make it, she was like,
I
"You're
love
hired."
that.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Listen,
Yeah.
speaking of which, we have come to the part of our show called Go Ahead, Keep
Go ahead,
Eating.
keep eating.
So, girls, at the count of 1, 2, 3, we'll all say it together. 1, 2, 3.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
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 Keep
Keep
eating.
eating.
All right. So, what did I make tonight?
Yeah, what'd you make?
Okay. So, I always have to read because I'm one of these people that puts 5,000 ingredients in something. I can't just make it simple. Okay. So, here is my plate. So, I have shrimp with Vidalia onions, red peppers, and peas. Italians love peas, by the way. If you want to make an Italian happy, throw some peas in there. And what I marinated the shrimp in was Marsala wine, garlic, lemon, and this is one of my favorite new things. It's called Outrage, and what it is this company called Penske's. They're from Wisconsin, and they are, look them up. They are super, super like liberal. Like they always make a statement, and their spices are named after something really liberal. So they're such a cool company from Wisconsin, and they always have great advertisements. So look them up at Penske's. It's Penzeys. Look them
And
up.
Outrage. That's a current. Is this a new one?
Yeah, this is one that I love. But Rena, my cousin Rena, bakes a lot, and so one year I got her like their baking thing, and it was like 6 different wonderful spices that would go with someone that was making desserts. So, but this is a great company. I love to support them, and also their stuff is super reasonable. So I love that company, and they're just great people, great people. Okay, so
Outrage. Spice for the times. Outrage.
Outrage, and it's like just fun stuff, but everything has a great name. And then I love my salads, but tonight I was in the supermarket in Jersey, and they had the most beautiful vine ripe tomatoes. And I love vegetables. I just love them. So what did I do instead of a salad? I made my salsa, which is vine ripe tomatoes, Persian cucumbers, red peppers, cilantro, a little lemon, a little lime. Then I put a tiny bit of balsamic vinegar. And then I have honey ginger vinegar that I put in there from the New England Olive Oil Company. And that's it. A little salt and pepper, a little garlic. I love garlic salt and I love onion salt. So I put a little of that. And then I'm just going to have that with some chips. But the next day, it kind of waters down a little bit and turns into like a gazpacho. So,
Ooh.
yes,
Sounds
it's
delicious.
delicious. Oh, and I also put a little Tabasco in there. Oh, and a jalapeno. Okay. And I didn't look. I'm no Karen Mack, so I don't bake.
Come
My cousin
on.
Rena does. I'm just not Karen. But I did. One of my favorite cookies is Sausalitos, Pepperidge Farm Sausalitos.
Nice. No, that's great.
Yeah, macadamia nuts and chocolate.
Delicious.
So that's what I had. I'm like I said,
Delish.
I don't bake, but I love desserts so much.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
Mandar, he always writes down all my recipes. He is the keeper of recipes. Mandar, thank you. So let me see if we missed anybody. Now, one of the things we did miss, Leo, and I want you to do the honors, is Lori Towers and John Pietero joined us as they do every week, and they're so wonderful. Tell everybody what they do on Wednesday nights.
Hold on, let me get my jewelry out for Lori
wow.
Towers.net acts the oligarchy. And
So-
right now, that's what I'd love to do. But Lori Towers and John Pietero, Wednesday night, WFMU.org. Sheena's Jungle Room, Beneath the Underground. This is Lori's jewelry line. These are
Lori
all
makes
three of
beautiful
her
jewelry. I love it.
pieces. I
It's
have
like
my
very empowering stuff.
my tomahawk,
Lovely.
and I have my gay spear.
Beautiful.
My
What's a
anyway,
gay
so
spear?
it's this. It's something to axe the oligarchy with.
Is there? Oh, I was going to say, is there heterosexual spear and a gay spear?
No, who do you think it's aimed at? No.
He's just calling it.
I
And then
love
this
it.
is my hoop, and then this is my tomahawk, which I know that this represents for them Harriet Tubman, but for me it represents the Native Americans and the indigenous people who are getting up in arms lately for whatever reasons we may be getting up in arms for.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it's
tomorrow
great
night,
stuff.
Wednesday
night.
And you can listen to it to the next day. If you don't get a chance to listen to it that night, you can go to any of their shows that are streaming because they keep them logged in their archives. You can listen to all the music, and they're playing downtown rock stuff. They're playing poetry. They're playing
they play a lot
Woody
of
Guthrie,
original
some folk
songwriters.
music.
Nice.
Awesome.
They're great DJs, and they represent a lot of our local songwriters, and I love that about them. And they're our friends. And Gavin Baugh just checked in. He is I think he is in Illinois or Indiana. He lives close to Gene Simpson Dunn, our friend. All right, so Carolyn, what do you have? You have anything coming up that you want to tell us about? Any show coming up, or should we just go to your website?
You can go to my website. I'm going to be in the studio recording for a bit. So after the first of the year, I'll come back and perform. I'm singing in the Cabaret Convention on the 21st.
Wonderful. And that is at Lincoln Center?
It's a jazz at Lincoln Center.
Love that.
In Rose Hall. And that'll be super fun.
Love that space.
Yeah.
And our friend Eric Eves Garcia will probably be there as well.
You will.
And next time you come on, I want you to talk about performing overseas.
There he is.
Yeah, because Eric, I know, is at Crazy Cogs, right? He was performing there, and he's still there. So, and Karen, you have a Christmas show coming up, right? With Elliot?
We do. Elliot and I have our holiday show coming up in December 7th at 7 o'clock down at Pangea. And I have a holiday single that I'm putting out this year that I'm excited about, a Rick Jensen tune that is long overdue to be out in the world. So that info about all that stuff will be on my website at karenmack.com. Yeah. And I'm so excited to be on Cy Coleman night with Carolyn at Lincoln Center. The girls will be there on the first night, October 21st. And I have a solo spot as well, which never ever happens. So it's nice for us to I'm so excited to get to make our debut in the same show. I just think that's going to be so fun.
It'll be
and such
wonderful.
a nice
thing.
Me
too.
too. Before you, Maria Jen, you were talking about the Wee Small Hours.
Yes.
So the Wee Small Hours, which is an incredible Frank Sinatra record, it's going to celebrate its 70th anniversary this year, and the Blue Note Records are doing a reissue of that record on November 14th.
Wow.
And so I think those of us that sing that song or that do music off that record should by all means get out on the socials and post and throw some love at that record. It's stood the test of time.
It really just something about that song always makes me stop whatever I'm doing and I'm there. It's like I know what they're saying. I know what whoever the singer is. I know
everybody knows Loneliness, man.
Yes.
And that song is Loneliness. Karen, did you say December 7th? At Pangea, can she hear me?
December 7th, right? At Pangea, Karen?
December 7th. Then Maria Gentili will be there with us, and that's going to be so much fun.
I put it in my calendar.
And Chris Hines and Lavando and Sean Harkness.
And Elliot Roth.
Elliot Roth.
Awesome.
Killing it.
All right. Well, I can't thank you all enough. I love you. I love you both so much. And Leo, I'm crazy about you too, honey. But you're wonderful human beings, so creative, so talented, so giving. And just the ripple effect of your beauty in this world, it just makes it better. So thank you for taking the time to be on our show. And Leo, would you like to close out the night with something inspiring?
I want people to remember, as much as we do it together, as much as it's great to do, you've got to get yourself up to make that connection with everybody else. Yes, they will help you, but you got to help yourself first. And I think sometimes we miss that disconnect. It doesn't happen that easy. Ask any of these hardworking women that I'm here with. It takes work, and it takes that connection, and it takes patience, and
Yeah.
you got to believe.
Yep. Carolyn, what do you want to leave us with?
You know, as a matter of fact, I said I love to talk to and hopefully encourage younger artists, but I do get quite a bit of well, how did you get that, and how did you get where you? I'm 22 and I should be. Okay, so I'm 40. I'm 40 years older than you are, and it was called some very hard work and understanding that a lot of things that are worth having take some time.
Yeah,
And often keeping your expectations incredibly low and your hopes high is the best way to live. Don't
love
expect
that.
a damn thing. Hope for whatever you want to. Hope is fabulous, but don't expect anything because it might not go your way and something else might be fabulous around the corner. So
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Karen, Mack, what do you think? We're going to leave us with.
I'm going to echo Leo here. I always like to say, you don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. Like, be patient with yourself. But if you don't start, you're going to be exactly where you were a year from now, wondering why you're still where you were. So don't be afraid to make mistakes and to be bold and to care about things. And also don't be afraid to stop doing stuff if it doesn't bring you joy, if you're not loving it, if you're on this track where you're like driven to do these things because somebody at some point told you that was your dream. Things change, people change, they grow. So don't be afraid to let go of things if you're not loving them, and find some new exciting thing.
I love that. I love that. Thank you, everybody. I was talking to a friend of mine this week who was complaining a lot. And I said, I'm going to stop you right there. We are luckier than most.
It's
We
true.
are luckier than most people on this planet.
that's right.
There's a lot of heartache out there, and we get to live in New York City or California, and we get to create gorgeous music and teach kids and be happy. So put some gratitude in your attitude, everybody, not you.
Amen.
That's it. Anyway, we love and appreciate you. Please come back every Tuesday from 9 to 10. And if you don't catch us and repeat. We're so happy you're here. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Maria. Thanks, Lee.